Hi guys, Steve here. Today I'm going to be discussing about my channel and what I would like to do during the year of 2024. So you join me on the 6th of January or 7th of January when you are watching this video. I currently have 342 subscribers and we currently sit on 65,680 video views at this present time according to Social Blade. So what I'm going to be discussing today is what my future projections are with regards to the channel looking from Social Blade's perspective, and just to discuss as well about targets that I would like to set this year in terms of subscriber growth, really. Video views is a bit of a, it's not really major. I mean, watch hours is definitely something I want to increase this year, but subscriber growth is definitely the one I'm going to be focusing on the most. So, if you bear with me a moment, I will bring up Social Blade. Okay, so we are now in Social Blade on lovely Opera GX. For those of you who don't use Opera GX, it's a lovely browser and I recommend it to anyone. So I'm just going to zoom it in just to make it easy for you guys to see. So as I say, 342 subs. We've got 65,680 video views. Total grade C+, and here are our ratings in terms of country rank, game rank, video view rank, subscriber rank, and Social Blade rank. So, we've had 511 video views for the last 30 days. That's up 61%. Obviously, bearing in mind, I spent most of November and early December away from YouTube for obvious reasons. Some of you know why, some of you don't. I won't be discussing it because it's all resolved and isn't of any significant importance anymore. So, what we will do now is we will go and have a look at the future projections according to Social Blade. So here we are. So in a year's time, so 6th of January 2025, it reckons I'll be on 413 subs and 101,163 views. So I've had a look at that, and I think, to be honest, I would want to up the ante a little bit on that particular target that it recommends, or is set for me, should I say. This year, I want to be on probably about 600 subscribers at the end. If that is definitely realistic. I mean, last year, I think, to be honest, the channel sort of stagnated a little bit, probably because of the fact that I didn't stream as much, didn't pump out as much content as I would have liked, but there was obviously reasons for that earlier in the year as well, which obviously some of you do know about, some of you don't. Obviously, again, it's not something I'll be discussing. It's obviously been and gone and moved through that now. But yeah, 600 subscribers would be where I would want to target myself for this particular year. If I can obviously get above that, then great. If I can get significantly above that, even better. Watch time, I'm not particularly concerned about. I mean, I would like to increase it, but I think subscriber growth is where I want to be at the moment with regards to the channel. Obviously, the more subscribers you get, generally, naturally speaking, you'll get more watch hours anyway. So, watch hours, I'm not really going to set a target on, but subs 600 I think is where I want to be. If we can get better than that, then even better. Obviously it's also down to you guys as well. If you are interested in my content and you want to see more, obviously you can subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified of any future content. If there's anyone out there that you think would like my content, feel free to share a link to the channel and what have you. At the end of the day, the growth has got to come from various different locations. It's not going to come from directly from people obviously finding my videos. It is also going to come from people that's already subscribed who might want to share my content elsewhere to people they know, family, friends, work colleagues, whoever it may be. So that's a quick look at Social Blade. I think, to be honest, that's really all I need to discuss about that. Really don't think there's anything in addition I need to do. What I will do now is we'll move on to the YouTube channel, and I'll get to show you guys a bit of what I've been doing over the past couple of days or so with regards to the channel. And if I go into the right place, it would help very much. So guys, we first of all have a new logo, which I will now bring up to you in a bit more detail. I'll just bring it up to you in full screen, or I would do if it will pop up. I don't think it's going to. No, it's not. Okay. Well, we've got it here anyway, so we'll go back here. So you can see here that we've now got a new logo, completely revitalised it in some way. Still got the black background, which I quite like. Still got white text, but instead I've gone for something that's a bit more in keeping with the channel, I guess. You've got like a sort of like almost full circle in red, and obviously you've got like the outline in the middle of it, which is more akin to likes of say if you're looking at a train network map, that sort of thing. Something that fits a bit more into the channel rather than just 4 keys off looks like a PlayStation controller, which, to be honest, I think was getting a bit naff and I wanted to move on from it. However, I also do have a new tag, which is simulation gaming at its finest. So I think you'll only enjoy that. I think it's a bit more to the point, short, as I say, to the point, and that's probably what I'm going to stick to as the sub-brand for the channel now, I guess you could call it. I also have a new banner, as you can probably see on your screen. So basically what I've done is I've taken the original banner, obviously changed the colouring, got rid of the yellow, which was obviously something for me coming back last year following my time away, which I've now got rid of completely. And you can see that, yeah, it's nice and new. So what I've done is obviously I've added my social media links. At the time of this recording, I don't have a TikTok channel, but I will be creating one at some point in the next few days. And you can obviously, as I say, follow me on Facebook. I do have a Reddit account, which I do plan to create a community in there at some point in the next few days as well. You will also find links to other like various sites, PC Master Race, and a few others in there as well, just for like news and what have you regarding PC gaming. And obviously you've got my X account as well, which is obviously my own personal account. So links are all there. Obviously at SimSteve is the main social media account that you should be able to find me on. Reddit, I don't actually have that as my username. I use something completely different. So that doesn't really apply for that one, but everything else it'll obviously apply. So that's a bit more about the banner. In the background, I've got a lovely AI-generated Scania truck, which I think looks lovely. I quite like it, and I think it suits the channel quite nicely. Apart from that, there's not really much changed here. Everything else is pretty much the same. What I will do now for you guys is I will now go into the folder that I've created for my new branding. So I will start with the bot command rules. For those of you who are in Discord, you may have seen this already. If you haven't, here we are. So literally all I've done is amended the text, make it a bit more in keeping with the rest of the channel. Again, obviously added my simulation gaming at its finest branding on this image as well. And obviously it just reminds you guys about the bot commands that are available for use by members in Discord. Obviously what I've done now is I've created obviously the new profile, which you've obviously already seen. But I've also got a white one as well for purposes of when there's obviously a colour clash. So probably won't get used this one very often, but when it does, obviously this will be the one that gets used if there's a colour clash with white. So if you've obviously got some like really bright content and you can't see the white, it will obviously be used the black instead to obviously see that better. In keeping with obviously June, we've kept the Pride one, just revised it for the new look logo. Again, obviously I did my branding on the bottom. And we do also have a slightly revised look for the intro for the streams as well. So we've got obviously our going live video, which I will bring up now. So I've added my social media links onto this. Obviously my SimSteve tag as well for YouTube. And literally, apart from that, they all remain the same. So if I put the other one up as well, we'll be back soon. Again, it's exactly the same. And the stream ending, again, is exactly the same, apart from obviously the added of the social media links, just to fill the page a bit more. Apart from that as well, we also have a new video upload one, which eventually, when I do plan to upload videos at some point later this year, this one will get used. So what I do plan to do with this particular one, I've just amended the logo for now, but what I will do is I plan to change that video intro to be slightly different for just standard uploads. At the minute, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do, but that's what I've left it at for now. When I do upload videos, you'll see a new one in due course anyway. So you'll have to keep eyes peeled for that when I do upload some videos. Probably in February it'll probably happen, maybe March. Just depends on specifics, obviously, of the course I'm doing. Obviously, I want to get finished. That's the main priority at the moment. Everything else with regards to the channel will wait until then. So I've obviously got some new game thumbnails in keeping with the rest of the channel now as well. Made some slight amendments. So we've got a new ATS intro, or thumbnail, should I say. The new logo, simulation game in its finest. This was obviously taken in my previous stream on ATS in Kansas, which I think looks absolutely stunning. So really has the American feel there. So we've got city skylines as well, so I've made a bit of a change on this one. Got to continue our new city build theme on the bottom. In keeping with obviously the fact that we are building a new city in City Skyline 2 at the moment, which I am quite looking forward to continuing to build. And over time I will be making some nice amendments to the city to make it run a bit better, make sure we don't have any traffic congestion problems. Public transport is obviously key for that as well. We do have a new Euro Truck Simulator 2 multiplayer background. So I've got my lovely DAF that I drove at the back end of 2023 in the Global Cargo Refrigerated Multiplayer livery, which looks absolutely stunning, and I do like the old DAF as it is anyway, as you guys already know. And yeah, that's a nice little change. For the Pro Mods, Euro Truck Simulator 2, we've not really made any changes, just added again just the general look of the things, changed the things. Obviously, as I say, I've taken the yellow out of all the branding now as well, so that's no longer going to be a theme going forward. F123, I've updated it to this year's graphics for the Las Vegas Grand Prix, or should I say last year's graphics for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Obviously, that looks like it's taken on the strip. Very nice photograph. That's or graphic, shall we say? Farming Simulator 22. No real changes really. Just kept the original image that I took in the game and just made the necessary changes. Flight Simulator. We do plan to bring that to the channel at some point in the not too distant future. I'm not sure when, but it will be happening at some point this year. Hopefully, you know, I'll be able to fly a plane a bit better. Touch wood. Last one to come back to is BeamNG Drive, which is probably going to feature in the channel occasionally. Just a bit of a laugh, maybe a couple of times a year. Not really anything major going on with that. I mean, it's a nice game, don't get me wrong, but it's not really something that I tend to play very often. If you guys obviously want to see more of it, then, you know, feel free to leave a comment. Apart from that, guys, I think that's pretty much it for now. Brandon's there. I quite like the look of it. I hope you guys do as well. If you do obviously have any comments, feel free to obviously add a comment. If you obviously want to message me in Discord, feel free to do so as well. So you can find my social media links on my profile. And obviously, as I've shown you earlier, you can find obviously what social media I am on based off my YouTube banner anyway. A quick announcement regarding a few other bits and pieces. As I say, I did mention that I will have a TikTok channel going live. I will leave a link to that in my Discord and on my Linktree when that goes live. In regards to other matters with regards to the channel also, I am going to take a leaf out of a certain other person's book, and I do plan to start dual streaming soon. When that will be, I think that will probably be in the next week or two, and it will be on Kick. So for those of you who haven't got a Kick channel, or a Kick user account should I say, if you do plan to make one, make sure you do follow me on there as well. I will leave details to my Kick channel when that goes live. But for now, guys, I hope everyone enjoyed that little video that I've created here about the channel for 2024. As I say, if you've got any comments or any questions or anything, feel free to comment down below, message me on Discord directly, message me in general chat on Discord or wherever. And I will see you guys around maybe soon. Until then, guys, thanks for tuning in.